last period we already complete Newton's two law, first law and second law. Now the Newton's third law I am going to explain. When you all of you are very fond of cricket, all of you are watching the cricket match. So what happens when you are watching cricket match, there are the team of the players on one side one player and other side the another player. That is, one is the bowler and the other side is the batsman. So when the bowler is bowling the ball, throwing the ball, so he is using a muscular energy, means force is applied to the ball. In this way he is throwing the ball, and opposite side the batsman is hitting the ball. So the bowler is using the force in one direction, while at the simultaneously same time the batsman is also using the force, muscular force only, to hit the ball. So the ball is moving from some distance. So in this case, bowler is using the force in one direction, while the batsman is also using the same force, muscular force, in the opposite direction. So when the two opposite forces are simultaneously acting on the object, then their total magnitude, that is the total work or total magnitude, remains constant. So this phenomenon where the two opposite forces are acting simultaneously on the object. So every object there are two forces simultaneously acting, one on one side and the opposite side. So whenever the two forces are acting on the opposite direction, then their total magnitude or total momentum is constant. So this momentum idea is given by the Newton, and the Newton's third law is based on this idea only. Every action force is equal to the reaction force. Every action force applied on the object is opposite force is applied on the object is equal. So here the law of motion is every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force. Another example I will give you. When you are hitting your hand on the wall like this, if you hit the hand on the wall, what happen? You are applying your muscular force. At the same time, when you hit, automatically your the hand is coming back. So backward force is applied on your hand. So simultaneously on your hand, two forces are acting, one in the one direction and the opposite direction also the force is acting. So Newton's third law is every action force applied on the object is equal to the opposite force applied on the object. Now the next one is law of conservation of momentum. Now the next part of the lesson is law of conservation of momentum. I will explain this with the help of these two balls. These two balls I am keeping here on the table. Two balls are the equal in size and they are plastic balls only, same material. Now first ball, let's suppose the initial velocity of the first ball is u1, final velocity is v1 and mass of the first ball is m1. Similarly for ball 2, initial velocity is u2, final velocity is v2 and mass is m2. Now if this ball I am keeping here, which is stationary. Stationary means not moving. Now I am hitting with the help of this second ball. With the help of my muscular energy I am hitting this ball. So what happened? The ball displays its position. This ball, green ball, is moving in forward direction, while at the same time the red ball is moving in the opposite direction, backward direction. So this shows that simultaneously two forces are acting on both the balls, opposite direction also and same direction. So here the law of conservation of momentum, when the two forces are simultaneously acting on the two objects, their total momentum is constant. So total momentum in this case is constant. Now the formula for deriving the law of conservation of momentum I am giving here. So for one ball, the initial velocity is u1. Every time the object is not in the stationary. Now the object is stationary, so we can say u1 is 0. But every time it is not like that. So let's represent initial velocity by u1. Final velocity is v1 and mass of the first ball is m1. Similarly for ball 2, initial velocity is u2, final velocity is v2 and mass of the second ball is m2. Now one ball is moving forward and one ball is moving backward. Means in the opposite direction the same forces are there. So one force, if we consider positive, of course the opposite force is in the opposite direction, so that is negative. So therefore here total momentum is constant. Therefore force applied by first ball is F1. F1 is equal to minus F2. Two forces are equal but they are opposite, so one of the force is negative in the negative direction. Now according to the formula, momentum formula, F equal to F equal to ma. Momentum is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. So for F1 it is m1 a1, for F2 it is m2 a2. Therefore m1 a1 is equal to minus m2 a2. m2 a2. Now a is nothing but the acceleration, that is change in velocity per unit time. So a value t get cancelled. Denominator is same, so it get cancelled. Therefore m1 v1 minus m1 u1, change in velocity, is equal to minus into bracket m2 v2 minus m2 u2. According to the law of momentum, the forces, opposite forces are equal. Now we solve this brackets. m1 v1 minus m1 u1 is equal to, now minus sign is outside the bracket, so inside the bracket all the signs are changed. Plus becomes minus, minus m2 v2, and this becomes minus, minus plus m2 u2. Now we are shifting u one side and v one side. So here m1 v1 remains as it is. This minus we are shifting here, so it becomes plus m2 v2 is equal to, this we are shifting to that side, it becomes plus m1 u1 plus m2 u2. The equation of law of conservation of momentum, where after colliding the two objects, the total momentum remains constant when the opposite forces are applied on the object.